press groups are able to do without this support. So that first of all, obviously that was a massive tangent there, but my main point with that was, like I said, just it annoys me when I couldn't like that. It's like, oh, I'm really anti-progressive. It's like, nobody should be anti-progressive. Seriously, right or left wing. Like, nobody should be anti-progressive, because progressiveness should just be, becoming a better place to live for everybody in society, in my opinion. Whether that's, through ideology, through policy, whatever the fuck. So there's that. So there's that. So that was, first of all, I really hate that logic that cunt had about being anti-progressive. But back to the flag shagging thing. I was reading all these things in the BBC News from these former players, from the Prime Minister, his closest rival, and then all the fucking flag shaggers that exist in the country as well. But like the thing that made me laugh is these are the cunts that are getting so pissed off at this are the kind of people that will get pure and will call you woke and a snowflake for, like, not wanting them to use a racial slur or a homophobic slur, or just being pure anti just being a decent human being, effectively. And they'll be like, oh, fucking snowflakes, man, can't he see anything these days, man? Fucking woman's world, this, man. Fucking gays world, this, man. Fucking blacks world, this. Can't he see anything? I mean, you can see anything you want against a fucking, against a white cis male, do you know what I mean? But like, oh no, fuck's sake, a Christian, I mean, you can say whatever you want against Christians, but you can't say anything you want against anybody else, man. Fucking disgrace. Calling you a snowflake and all that for that shit. But then a fucking sport, like fuck off, a fucking a kit manufacturer makes a slight alteration to the crest of a flag on a on a football shirt, and they're fucking fuming. That's unacceptable. That's an attack on everything I stand for. And the only word that can come to mind in my mind there is fucking snowflakes, because I'm not really getting offended by you saying all the offensive shit you say. There is people that are, rightly or wrongly, there is people that are getting offended. So you can call them snowflakes if you want, right? But I'm certainly not getting offended by it. But you certainly are getting extremely offended by this slight alteration to a fucking shirt. So, like, it seems like I can quite easily call all you flag shaggers snowflakes, because these are very sensitive, and these are very dainty wee things. Yeah, like, get a fucking life, get a fucking grip. Do you know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Get a fucking life, get a fucking grip. There was another example I wanted to use of that. Yeah, the perfect example, when the Queen died, right? Which was, for me, a really fucking funny time, because I don't give a fuck about the Queen. When I was young, I hated her and I hated the monarchy. I still don't like her or the monarchy or what they stand for, but it's total indifference to me. I don't give a fuck. I'm certainly not going to fucking mourn her when she's dead. I don't think the world has lost a fucking particularly brilliant person or anything like that. But regardless, like, I've got indifference towards it. But So the Queen died, right? And then you had cunts like Piers Morgan, Jeremy Clarkson, some of the most crass, disgusting individuals that exist, say fucking horrible shit. Both of them, and again, I do not like Meghan Markle or Harry, Prince Harry. So don't think I'm out here defending them, right? But the two of them had basically been on like a mad racial tirade campaign for the past like 3 months leading up to the Queen's death, just slaughtering Meghan Markle, who again is probably a fucking major dafty. Don't really have an opinion on her, but at the same time, she's like a young fucking woman, mixed race and all that. Clearly, you know, has experienced racism from within the royal family, and they're just pure terrorising her, right? Which is fine. Like again, I don't give a fuck about Meghan Markle. You do you, boo, right? And also for years, just saying all sorts of offensive shit and vehemently defending their right to offend, that's, Jeremy Clarkson, a good example. That's just who I am. I say crass, horrible things, and it's just deal with it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, fair enough, right? Fair enough. You do you. Then the Queen dies, and cunts are fucking online just having the time of their life, obviously, because fuck the Queen, do you know what I mean? Um, and guys like Jeremy Clarkson, I'm sure it was him. He made this post 2 days in because obviously he'd made a few posts about the Queen, and then obviously people had been on his post just slagging fuck out of her, him, and all the mad royal flag shaggers that were fucking devastated about this loss. And 2 days later, he made a post. I'm sure it was him. So, but like again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not actually on Twitter, but I'm sure it was him. He made a post saying, these last 2 days have really showed me just how low society has dwelled, or something along those lines, and just how horrible most of the population is. And it made me laugh so much, man. And the only word that was in my head that full time was fucking snowflake. It was shut the fuck up, you fucking snowflake. Like, seriously, your whole career out with Top Gear and that in recent years is just basically built on you just being as offensive as possible. And again, like, do you? I think you're come across as a knuckle dragger, but if that's, if you're going to be like that, then you have to be completely like open to it coming back at you the other end. And when it comes to your ideology and shit like that, when somebody's saying something what you perceive to be pure offensive, if you're this mad fucking right, like fuck woke, right to offend, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want and I don't care, then you need to be that fucking exact same. You need to give that exact same energy when it comes right back at you. But no, he's on within 2 days. Piers Morgan said similar shit, and there's plenty others. Pure greeting, like, oh my god, you are so nasty. How could you say that about such a beautiful old woman? Blah, 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 blah. She probably fucking in there shagging her fucking dead corpse. But anyway, all I could think of is like, you fucking snowflake. And not just that, you fucking charlatan. How embarrassing. Like, have a bit of integrity. Do you know what I mean? Like, your whole career is built on offending people. You've just been fucking actual racially abusing, like, fucking Meghan Markle for about 3 or 4 months on with a super strange obsession about her. Verging on fucking perversion. Um, and then a monarch dies who obviously cunts, plenty of cunts do give a fuck about, but obviously plenty of cunts don't give a fuck about and are going to slag the people that do. And then you now decide that that's when you've got confirmation that most of the population are horrible. Get a fucking life, you fucking snowflake. Do you know what I mean? And it's that exact same energy with these flag shaggers with this England top. It's like, if you put them up for, like I said, saying any number of horrific things which they say and believe and do and act upon, they'll be like, oh, shut up, get a life, snowflake, man. Back in my day, you could say whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to continue to say that. But you say one thing that's against their ideology, you try to change a football top, you fucking don't give a fuck about a fucking wrinkly old bag that fucking bled the country dying. Oh, you best not do that because these snowflakes are going to come at you hard. They're going to come at you fucking hard. But aye, I'm gonna let's get this done. This job done. That was a massive. There was a reason I had to wait till it started the last journey to start that tangent because I knew it was going to get off on things. And again, I don't want to get too much into politics. I don't want people to be pure fucking thinking like I'm like this man's hyper woke, um, you know, PC cunt. Do you know what I mean? Like, um, I make no, I've got no qualms in saying where I sit in the political divide. I've always been liberal, and I've always been left wing. Do you know what I mean? But it's not something I'm going to talk about on here because like I don't really have enough knowledge about any of it, like politics and policies. Like I don't have strong arguments. I think I can always articulate where I come from morally and ethically and why I believe these things. But if somebody was to like, oh, give me facts behind your argument, like I'm not going to be able to do it because I don't have them and I don't really care enough to go out and find them. So it's not something I ever want to get into on this channel. But at the same time, I will delve into, when I find it embarrassing, when it's a massive part of people's identity. And like I said, it can go either way. Both sides of the divide are super embarrassing. I pretty much despise the left wing online and their pure fucking hyper PC reverse affirmative action fucking uh, radical, extreme ideologies. You know what I mean? So I don't. I think there's points to be made that people are embarrassing on both sides of the divide, and I don't really ever want to get into that on here or in general. I don't even really like talking to people about it because it's just not a fun topic to be honest. But I will. But like I stand by everything I've just said there. Like it is embarrassing if you're a flag shagger. If you're really worked up about this, it's super fucking embarrassing. And the main word that comes to mind is snowflakes. And it's so funny that that's been a term coined by the right to pretty much attack people with that they consider woke or fucking too liberal, too progressive. But they're all massive snowflakes. You know what I mean? Like the religious right in America, for example. Like they're all massive snowflakes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to teach kids certain things in school? Like that's unfucking acceptable. I mean, you can teach them about a fucking imaginary cunt in the sky that's pretty much the cause of most of the world's fucking woes. But you best not teach them about gay people because that just crosses the fucking line. You best not show them an art with a penis because they should only see that when they go to the fucking toilet. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I just find it really funny how that kind of juxtaposition of being pure unapologetically offensive and anti-PC, but at the same time being so fucking easy to trigger and offend, and being so pro free speech and being able to say what you like, but at the same time being pro censorship, but not realizing it. It boggles the mind. Anyway, let's drop this over. Let's stop all that chat. I will tell you this straight up, like flag shagging is unacceptable. Do you know what I mean? There's no debate to be had here. I'm not going to have like people in the comments like, oh well, actually, this is why I've got such a problem with them changing the flag on the England kit. It's like my issue isn't with you having a problem with that. It's with you caring so fucking much about it. You know what I mean? Again, like if they did change the Scotland flag, I probably wouldn't care. But say they changed it to something pure egregious, maybe I would care. But like the main point is that like there's just so much bigger, more important things going on in the world to care about. Do you know what I mean? And at home and abroad. Do you know what I mean? But like, I think one of the comments I seen on it was the YouTube post about it, or maybe it was on BBC News. And it was like, if people had the same energy that they do about, like the same outrage, the same energy, the same like passion they do about a slight fucking change to the embroidering on their football top as they do like the homeless problem in this country, or like fucking all the injustices that are going on around them, then the world would be a much better place. And it's so fucking true. Like, get a grip. Like, there's things that you should be passionate about, and a fucking flag being changed on a football top is not one of them. All right, you've been told.